Yo, good morning, everyone. You know what time it is, right? It's time for that morning hype. It's about 6:23 a.m., July 14th, 2021. And we kind of want to direct our attention this morning, kind of focus more on some of our long-term stocks we've been kind of watching. I know I usually kind of just run through these stocks real briefly, giving y'all the top four picks. This morning, I kind of want to do a deeper analysis on one of these stocks here. Even though we are looking at a few of them this morning, I kind of want to just focus on XELA Technologies today. This is one that I've been following for about 2 weeks, and we're still seeing the volume come in on this stock, and there's just a lot of interest in this one. So we'll go ahead and name the other ones we're watching as to the reasons we're looking at them and what's going on, but right now our main focus is going to be XELA Technologies today. So diving in here, we do have four that we are, you know, checking out this morning that we've added to the watch list. They've actually, some of them have been on the watch list while we picked up one of them today and we added it. The others have kind of just been trending up and down for the last week. We started to see some volume come in on one of them again, so we added it back up on our four top picks of the day. But just diving in here, let's start with XELA Technologies, right? Now, looking into this stock, I'm showing it's all in the the news right now, or not news, but just in the headlines, gossip. This is what everybody's talking about right now as to the interest in this stock. Everyone feels, I guess, it's gonna short squeeze. Just look at this chart though, yo. The reason I want to focus on this stock is just I would like for y'all to view the videos. I'd like to share, what it is that I see and how I feel about a stock before it actually makes these big moves. And if you were able to watch my videos when I first announced, this stock was in focus, and we've been kind of watching it heavily. We've made some tremendous moves since then, and we're still moving up. Those that were able to get on when I called it, and y'all are up, a significant amount of money, depending on how many shares you bought in. But I just like people to want to watch what I post. I know I'm not like everybody else when it comes to how they advertise their videos, want everybody to click on them and watch them, and a lot of them are similar. They all want to point out the same things. Everybody knows reasons when the stock is talked about. But once it's in the news, you start reading articles on, videos on everybody saying this is the next breakout stock, the next this. Like, come on, man. 2 weeks ago, I was calling this stock, man, when the volumes first started coming in. Now everybody's watching videos and we're up here. But look at the videos when I was calling them down here, y'all. Look at where you could be at. And it isn't just this stock. I watch a lot of them. Look at this watch list. This is what I do daily. And I'm not sitting here telling you that I'm just some millionaire out here making money all day. Nah, but I strategize. I'm learning as I go too. But it's really just the insight as to the notice that I give. Like I'm telling y'all, like, hey, watch this stock. I'm showing it's probably gonna start moving, breaking out. I can't say when exactly because I could have been watching a day, next day, next day. But before you know it, we watch it and we start to see that movement, and it starts to form an uptrend. You just have a feeling with the volume that it's gonna break out, and we've been breaking out. Bam, just bam, bam. Just bam, like we're hopefully we're gonna do it again. It's not over yet though with XELA Technologies. This is on the 4-hour. We did hit a high yesterday, finally breaking out. People did take some profits off the top though, as you can see at 545. They milked it all the way down to the VWAP. We started to recover, and we sold off again. Kind of just hovering around that level. But we broke back up through it again this morning. We're using it as support now. But we're hoping to raise higher as the market opens. But yeah, this is one that I've been following. As you can see, about 2 weeks, this one has been showing some movement. Still up a good amount, holding a position still. I bought in, like I said, around $2 or so down here. If y'all were on board when I called it, y'all would be up too, man. And it feels good when you're up. As soon as you break through certain points, you don't really got to stress this stock if it's going to go up or down. You're just waiting to see if it's going to hold on some key levels. And this is where you start to realize when you should start taking your profits or holding your position, as you say. We start to see resistance at a high. I mean, we want to take some off the top if it starts to come down, but with the volatility and the volume that's steadily in this stock, it's not over yet, y'all. We're riding the 7-day average as we speak on the 4-hour. 1 minute. So you can see we've kind of just been moving around this morning. Checking the daily. We closed yesterday 434. So it came right back under the support level, but we broke back up above it this morning. But we're not too far above it, so we need to start to move up a little more to really feel more confident in the day. But I'm still holding this for now, and I will let y'all know if I decide to sell out my shares. We're still showing 4 million shares traded pre-market, and this has been steady for the last couple weeks already with this stock, so that tells me a lot. There's a lot of interest in this stock still. As you can see, but yeah, we'll move on from here. But as you can see, we ain't got too many on the watch list showing a lot of volume today compared to yesterday. We had maybe almost 10 of them up in the million shares pre-market, but it seemed to die down a little today. Not too much going on. We do have some others we're looking at. As you can see on the scanner, OXBR is at the top. This is one I picked up today. Oxbridge Holdings. We closed yesterday at 335, up in the pre-market. We're at $5 right now, testing the VWAP, which you already know how I like to do it around this time. This is a good buy point. I would wait for the 5-minute to form a green candle and close in the green, a second candle open in the green. And once we form above the VWAP, 2 green candles moving up, this is a potential buy right here. High amount of volume. We're up in the pre-market from yesterday. As you can see, we broke out, closing bell, came down. We're bouncing off the 21-day. We're squeezing up from the 7-day and the 21-day. You see that? Usually on these charts, what I look for also is those moving averages. When they start to cross, there's usually a potential squeeze that happens. As you can see, that momentum builds up here in between those 2 moving averages, this orange and purple line. And as they start to squeeze up and trends up, it's just too much, and bam, it just pops out. This is something I see a lot, and this is reasons why I like to point these things out when I start to see these charts forming. As you can see in AHPI, this is let me look at the 30-minute here. We're starting to move sideways, but we're also consolidating. You see this? but the 7-day actually fell below the 21-day. So we need this to come back up here for us to actually squeeze up. But I'm watching this one. This one's been moving, starting to build little by little. We just don't have the full amount of volume we need to really squeeze this one up. So it's on the watch list. I'm watching it, going off of yesterday's little rally. I really don't think this one's over yet as we come back down and test these lows, but we may come back down still and test this 50-day moving average. Reasons why I wouldn't buy in yet. You know how we do it, we got to follow the 5-minute, y'all. So in the long term, we want these to be forming green, moving up, making sure we're not going to start trending down. But before we buy in, we got to hit above the VWAP, and we got to wait for those 2 green candles to form before we buy in. So just note that, y'all. Let's just keep an eye on this one this morning. But OXBR, I'm sorry, I'm flopping back and forth. Just nothing to really focus on this morning. I'm kind of just ranting, just something to talk about. There's a lot of things I want to discuss, and I don't always get to cover everything. But if I am moving fast and there's something specific you'd like for me to touch base on, please leave a comment below. I'd love to touch base on any of those topics if it's something that I'm familiar with. But I'll be happy to share my insight on that. But for those of y'all on the XELA technology train, man, if y'all are watching these videos, show me some love, man. I really appreciate y'all. If y'all hit that subscribe and that thumbs up, it really helps the channel out. I'm just trying to do this for y'all. I'm up early posting these videos. I mean, this is what I do. I watch these charts, and I just want people to make some money just like me. But if this is helpful for y'all, please smash those buttons. Let me know how I'm doing. Please leave a comment. Any feedback is welcome. I just want to improve this footage for y'all and improve the channel as well. But the 4 stocks to watch. SGOC, I called this one a couple days ago. This one made a nice jump here. Back on, was it Monday? So I did call this one the pre-market also as we came down and started testing these levels. So I was even like, y'all, this is gonna pop. I caught it on this day here, and before you know it, we hit a high of $29. So whoever got on that one, lovely. Watch the videos, y'all. They're labeled. They got the names. Y'all want to learn about these callouts? Look up one of those videos, and you can see. These videos are posted daily, usually around the same time. I'm catching these stocks before the market opens, before the pre-market. It's 6:36 a.m. and we're telling y'all, look, y'all, focus on these stocks. Check them out. I mean, they might pop now. They could pop at market. They could fall. I'm not saying necessarily buy in on these stocks, but we need to watch them. These are the ones that may make some nice moves. We just need to get on board as it's moving in the right direction. Because even the high volume doesn't necessarily mean we're moving up. There's just a lot of trading. There's a lot going on in that stock. But we still got to be mindful as to what the charts are telling us. So something to think about as I try to provide a little deeper analysis for y'all, for those that aren't familiar reading these indicators, these charts, moving averages, and how all these things work. We do have some other tools we use, RSI, MACD, things like that. I don't use them too much unless I'm fully invested in something, watching it real time to when I know when to get in and out of something. But right now, these are long-term kind of, I don't want to say long-term, but for the week kind of trades. It's not necessarily a day trade. I'm kind of riding it out longer than a day. I believe they call those like swing trades, but it just depends, when I'm taking my profits. If I'm showing weakness, I may pull some, I may pull all, I may go in and out. Like, it depends. With Robinhood, I use different platforms. We got TD Ameritrade, we got Robinhood, we got Webull. I trade on all of them. I like using TD Ameritrade. I love their platform, their charts, their indicators, their ways of building out what I need. I can do it myself in script. I don't have to use what's kind of already pre-developed inside the software, which a lot of those are cool. Like Webull does have a lot of those indicators you can use that are already preset. But there's just things that I need for myself that helps me, how can I say, just dig in a little bit better just by looking rather than having to actually pull up this and pull up that and figure out everything. I kind of can just use like this here. This is real helpful for me. These little tables here just tell me what I need to know just by looking at the stock and just looking at the chart. I already know my daily average of volume. I know what today we're taking in and how much of a percent over our daily volume we're taking. It's also giving me my average 30 bars of volume, which is pretty much your daily average as well. And then the current bar, depending on what I have this, 5 minute, 4 hour. But within that time frame, it's going to tell me how many shares were traded in that time frame. And this is helpful for me to know what's going on with this stock. And this is what I like to use. When they're green, that's telling me this is a good stock to trade possibly. There's a high amount of volume. Yellow, it's telling you the volume is building, but we're not really to a point where we can see a squeeze. But when they are yellow, I start to monitor those more. And as soon as they turn into a green status, that's when I'm focused on them. Because this is telling me this is building up momentum. Yellow volume's coming in, yeah, but it doesn't have the momentum until it's green. And these are real helpful indicators for me. So those that do have the TD Ameritrade platform, if this is something you feel like you can use, I'm more than happy to share the layout here I have, and you're able to add this to your studies. If this is something y'all would like to use on this platform, please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to provide a link, but let me know this is something y'all want to see. I hate to just throw things out there that nobody uses, but like I'm saying, this is real helpful for me, and I'd like for it to help y'all as well if y'all can use it. But just let me know in the comment below. Hit the thumbs up again, subscribe, stay up to date, y'all. Get to know before it actually pops. So with that being said, we do have some other ones we're watching today, but nothing that's really standing out this morning yet. I believe Works was something I was looking at yesterday, even though we're not showing a lot of volume. These are ones you may see some movement still. RCAT, Works, just something that I'm going to call out for y'all here. But yeah, that's about it right now, y'all. But we'll see what happens here moving into the morning now, the market open hour. I'm happy to see some of these squeeze up today. XELA Technologies, though, that's what I'm talking about. Let's continue this rally. Those aren't on board, please find when you want to get on. This one I feel has ways to go. We still haven't even tested a high yet. We can still double up, y'all. And that's kind of my target now. I'm looking to break through this level. Unless I break through one of these other levels here, then I'll sell out. But I'm looking to hold hitting these highs, y'all. So let's get it. But I appreciate y'all tuning in this morning on today's session of Morning Hype with your boy, Mr.Stacks. Please leave a comment below. Hit subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know what I'm doing for y'all. It's helping y'all be profitable, putting some change in y'all's pocket. We'll catch up with y'all again this afternoon on the closing bell session. Good trading to everybody, and we'll speak with y'all later. Peace.